All right, well, let's take a look at the top talkers. Everyone buzzing about this today, folks. New Horizons has phoned home after a 12-hour blackout on its historic flyby of Pluto. The world, of course, abuzz yesterday with the photos of our dwarf planet captured by NASA's probe, traveling at nearly 31,000 miles an hour, and it was about 8,000 feet above Pluto's surface when it snapped that photo we're looking at right there. Now, the probe spent nearly 12 hours out of contact with Mission Control as it collected data from Pluto and its 5 moons. The communications outage was planned, yet of course it still kept our scientists on edge as the flyby was the most dangerous part of its mission, which is now 10 years old, folks. Stray dust and debris within Pluto's system could have collided with the spacecraft, damaging one of the 7 very sensitive instruments on board to study the surface of Pluto. Now, the initial discoveries of the distant world, are dazzling mission managers. New Horizons discovered a world of, quote, various kinds of brightness, very dark regions near the equator, very bright regions just to the north of that, and a broad intermediate zone over the pole. In addition, there's snow. Alan Stern, the mission's principal investigator, said that Pluto has strong atmospheric cycles. It snows on the surface. And NASA Associate Administrator John Grunsfield added, quote, Pluto has turned out to be an extraordinarily complex, interesting world. More photos will be trickling down today, of the mission's close-up views. NASA will continue to gather that data and download the mission's images for the next 16 months. And you thought your download speed was slow. Try streaming 3 billion miles away.
Everybody sees a heart, but I think it looks like Snoopy.
I saw a lot of people using the Disney Pluto character.
Oh.
Pluto.
That makes more sense than Snoopy.
Yeah.
But I did
Pluto.
see Snoopy.
Yeah, a lot of people saw the heart. They thought it was really great. And I mean, it is really exciting.
So cool.
And it's very...
I love space.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I think we're learning a lot more about Pluto. It's a little larger than they originally thought. And because of its atmospheric variance, a lot of people are saying, it should not have been declassified in 2006 as a dwarf planet. It should still remain a planet.
Yeah.
But it's based on the size of the object, which is why they declassified it. But they are learning a lot out near the Kuiper Belt, which is a very, there's a lot of debris, a lot of, there's the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, but then the Kuiper Belt is much larger, where a lot of comets that we see actually, they live out there. So it's a very mysterious part of the universe, and we're just now getting close-up views of it. It's very exciting.
Cool. All right, well, online shoppers, listen up. The day you have all been waiting for, if you are an Amazon Prime member, is finally here. It is Amazon Prime Day. Amazon turns 20 years old today, and to celebrate, the company is hosting Prime Day, which is an online sales event that apparently will have better deals than Black Friday.
Wow.
There's a catch, however. You have to be an Amazon Prime member, which costs $99 a year. If you are a member, new sales will begin throughout the day, as often as every 10 minutes. Now, the best way to keep track of these deals is on the Prime Day landing page, and you can see deals that are currently active, what's coming up, and the deals that you missed. Amazon will also be tweeting all day long to let you know the deals they have going on. An example of some of the deals going on include a 40-inch LED TV for $115 and $60 off a Kindle Fire HD 7. Now, if those are good enough deals to fork over the $99, get on the computer and join. But just so you know, Amazon lets new members try Prime for 30 days for free, and that means you can get immediate access to Prime Day discounts. And if you decide that it's not really for you, you can cancel your subscription.
Sneaky.
Very sneaky.
Very sneaky. That's
giving you all the tips.
That's great. I think that my parents subscribe to Amazon Prime.
Are they going to get on the computer today?
They do a lot of shopping on Amazon. They order a lot of things. I don't think they stream yet. They have Roku. But I don't think they use the Amazon Prime streaming service, but they do a lot of shopping on there, and it really saves them money. They really like it because they get free shipping on most of the items that they get.
Okay.
So, Mom, Dad, if you're at home, you want to do some Christmas shopping today?
Today's the day. And Walmart, and I think there was one more, but at least Walmart is doing a big deal.
Sure.
So July might be a new time for
Christmas in July. Die Hard came out today.
Exactly.
I think it's time to put up our Christmas trees.
I agree. I couldn't agree with you
yes,
more.
That's
we
right.
love Christmas.
I could tell you who doesn't agree with it. Most everybody else.
Oh.
Anyway, last but not least, folks, Amanda Seyfried is just the latest actress to speak out for wage equality in Hollywood. In an interview with the Sunday Times, the star of such films as Ted 2, Mean Girls, and Les Miserables said that she was the victim of wage inequality well after she had established herself in Hollywood. Quote, "A few years ago, one of my big budget films, I found I was being paid 10% of what my male co-star was getting, and we were pretty even in status." Seyfried went on to say, quote, "I think people think that just because I'm easygoing and game to do things, I'll just take as little as they offer. It's not about how much you get, it's about how fair it is." Seyfried has joined the national discussion on wage inequality, which states that women, on average, earn only 78 cents for every dollar a man earns. Earlier this year, Academy Award winner Patricia Arquette used her Oscar win as a platform to speak out against the practice, saying, quote, "It's our time, it's our time to have wage equality once and for all and equal rights for women in the United States of America." Again, Seyfried did not go on to say which movie she was, that she didn't receive the pay. But if she's essentially on the same level on the call sheet, they have a call sheet where they kind of list the cast, in order of the size of role. If she's got a pretty comparable role to a male star, she was only making 10%.
That is crazy. Well, okay,
10%
so
of what that
these
actor
numbers
made.
just came out. Well, not just came out. They came out right when the World Cup was going on. And I don't know if you heard them. So the U.S. women's national team received $2 million for winning the World Cup. Now, the men's national team, they got $9 million for losing in the round of 16. So there's that. And then the total payout for the women's tournament is $15 million. And total payout for the men's tournament, $576 million.
That's a little uneven.
And some people, like Topher was like, well, I think more people watch the Men's World Cup. Not true, because the final between us and Japan was actually the most watched soccer game ever, men's or women's.
Really?
And they made 15,000 compared to 576. I mean, 15 million compared to 576.
I'm curious
million.
if this is going to change the practice for the next World Cup.
Yeah.
The next Women's World
And
Cup.
it went
that comes
out. I
around.
mean, it was all over the place talking about it, and the players obviously are talking about wage inequality.
Absolutely.
It even goes to athletes. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, on the other side of the discussion, and it's just interesting to note, there was a thing in Comic-Con where Jennifer Lawrence just announced a movie that she's going to be doing with Chris Pratt, who obviously is a big box office draw.
Both of them, yeah.
She's going to be making more than him. She is now a huge box office draw. She is commanding $20 million a picture now.
Wow.
Yeah, he's making 15 on the next picture. So, fortunately, there are some people in Hollywood. There's just clearly not enough. There's one Jennifer Lawrence and then a lot of other actresses.
Yeah.